Once you reach a certain age or you have kids, you can't sit there and like demand the same quality of man anymore. What if I walked around and I was like, yo, I want a bad bitch. Bad bitches need to like me even though I'm a fat slob. Yeah, like take me as I am. Like just accept me for being a fat slob. At 29, you have a child, you can't demand certain caliber of men anymore, unfortunately. So then you got two options. It's either I'm gonna lower my standards and live in reality of what I can actually attract, the check I can write a check that I can actually cash, or you're gonna stay single. What do you want to do?
I just want to say something. If you're a parent and you have a partner at home who loves you and your kids and helps take care of you in any way, mentally, emotionally, financially, physically, however it may be, they contribute to you and your family and your kids, just thank them. Just say thank you. Remind them how grateful you are. Remind them how amazing they are. Because I would give anything to have someone at home to love me and support me. I've been the working parent. I've been the part-time working parent. I've been the stay-at-home mom and wife. And now I'm the single mom working 2 jobs. And I miss my kids, but I have to pay my bills. So just tell your partner you're thankful. Even if you're mad at them today, tell them you're thankful. Do not take the things they do for you for granted. Do things for them. Do things with your kids, for your kids. Family is the most important thing. In your marriage, your partnership, your relationship is the root of your family. It's the heart of your family. And I would do anything to have mine back. I have not been a single mom for long. I became a single mom in the middle of my pregnancy, and my son is 2 months old. But I can tell you right now, this shit is hard.
Absolutely, Kendra. My standards are very, very high when it comes to that. He needs to be making at least half a mil.
$500K.
Yep.
Now, let me just, okay, so he has to be 6 feet.
Mm-hmm.
He has to make $500K.
At least, yes.
And you're the only woman.
I'm the only woman, yes.
Standards being high sounds great. I'm with it. But single mothers need to get out their own head and realize that the average man who's making about $500,000 a year, who's 6 feet tall and faithful, 9 times out of 10 will not be choosing you. You're asking this man to date down, and usually people who are wealthy, they tend to like collective success, so they end up dating women who come from wealthy families. Ma'am, that is not you. Especially if you're requiring a man makes $500,000 a year. You come with so much baggage, including kids that aren't even his. Usually men who are wealthy and smart care about legacy and lineage. So 9 times out of 10, they want to have their own children, and they don't necessarily want to blend families with a broke family. But you can aim high, getting a man like that in the position that you are in is like winning the lottery, and people have won the lottery. But you probably get a man faster if you were a little bit more realistic, meaning date on your level, date single fathers. Date men who make the same amount of bank you do, but we know damn well that you're not making $500,000 a year, because if you were, you wouldn't feel like his money is you reaching up so high and aiming so high and your standards are so high. You'd simply just be saying, hey, I'm trying to find my equivalent, I'm trying to find my equal. But that's not what you're doing.
The more baby appointments I go to by myself, and I have a lot of them because I'm a high-risk pregnancy. I've had a few hospital stays and scares. I've had to transfer my prenatal care across the country in my 3rd trimester. And the more I go to these appointments alone, the more I keep realizing how heartless you have to be to put a woman who loves you through this alone. I'm never gonna understand. I didn't deserve to do this alone. I don't deserve to sit there by myself. And I'm tired of looking over on the bench and no one's there for me. I'm tired of the stares I get in the waiting room with all the other couples. I'm tired of feeling scared by myself. I'm tired of planning a birth by myself. This isn't how it's supposed to be. This just isn't how it's supposed to be.
Take a look online. Quora, TikTok, YouTube, and various social media platforms are full of stories like this. Many women, like the one in the video, end up regretting divorcing their husbands. Not necessarily because they still love their exes, although some do, but because they're leading miserable lives. This isn't the first time I've talked about women who regret divorcing their husbands. Some even go as far as to curse their ex-husbands' current girlfriends or wives. What these women never admit is what really led to the divorce. It's pretty obvious. They thought they could do better, only to find out that not many want to be with a single mother, and that many single mothers end up unhappy and alone. Who would have guessed?
Because what's wrong with having a child?
Well, what's the issue with having a child is it lowers your ability to find a guy. It hurts you.
Why? No, it doesn't.
Because men don't want to take on another person's child. That's just the reality.
But what if you fall in love so much that you accept that child?
Okay, that's a chance.
And what's wrong with a child?
Well,
if you're a high value man, you can't take care of a child?
Because here's the thing. When you're a guy and you make money, you want to put and invest your money in your offspring, not in other people's offspring.
Yeah, but
that's just the natural way of the world. That's how things go. Men typically want to take care of their own children. Now,
what if she's a millionaire?
Okay, well, even better. If you're a millionaire, you're going to probably want a guy that's a millionaire too, right?
Exactly, but
Okay.
who said anything about a broke guy?
Yeah, but okay, good. So what do millionaires have? Options. So they can get a girl that's 21 that isn't a millionaire, that doesn't have children, that can give him a family, and he won't have to take on someone else's kids.
When it comes to red flags, single mothers top the list. Few men want to raise another man's child. Save your tears. You can't cry your way into a new relationship. Life doesn't work that way. These women need to realize that the grass isn't always greener on the other side. The sad part is, they never take responsibility. It's always the husband's fault for not loving them enough, for not being around, probably because he's working hard to support the family, and for not being physically affectionate. Again, he's busy. He's not a machine.
But I just wanted to say, Alicia, yeah, this ain't for you, baby girl. This ain't for you. You for the streets. You got a baby daddy. We don't want you. I'm sorry.
We don't want you.
We don't want you. I'm here to tell you we don't want you. We just here to troll you tonight. If your baby daddy don't want you, what do you think somebody else gonna want you? I'm just being honest with you. How you carry yourself.
How am I carrying myself?
I don't need to tell you how you carry yourself. I said you think about it. You need to think about it. I don't need to tell you. You know who you are. You showing who you are. You showed a few thousand people who you are. More thousands gonna see it.
Big man. Why you mad?
Because it's black women like you that make no attempt. I didn't come on here to holler at you.
I thought on there was like nobody wants you for the streets, and he was ugly.
Say he's ugly all you want. The nigga was right. Hell, you on a dating thing right now on the internet. Don't look like anybody wants you.
I once knew a woman who divorced her husband and then remarried him years later, so I guess she regretted divorcing him. She couldn't find anyone better and decided it was better to have him than nothing. Some of these women even cheat on their husbands with guys like Chad. When the husbands find out and divorce them, these women realize that Chad doesn't see them as anything more than a toy. They then enter the dating scene and realize there's no future for them. No committed partner, just young men looking for a casual fling. Tough luck.
Let her speak, please.
At the end of the day, it's important to have a man in your life. It's really important because of the simple fact that just seeing my son raised without like a father, it hurts. It really does. And you know what? I'm happy for you because it's like when you have that situation, you realize that it's like, this is my man, I'm gonna worship him, and this is the family I'm gonna create. When I'm a grandma and I have the whole entire room filled with my grandchildren, that is your real value. And no women really talk about that. Andrew Tate spoke about it here in the podcast, and that's something that he said that I will always hold to me because of my son.
And that's it for today on Sigma Traits. Make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that notification bell. Support this channel through membership. You can also support through PayPal, link in the description. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.